Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to look at topics. Topics are a section of our classes and our clubs and our sports that allow us to store different types of files and media and share them with the members of our classes and clubs and sports. Uh, in most places, here I am on my class, in most places the topics is the second tab in our submenu here. So I'm just going to click on that and we'll take a look at what's going on. Topics. So here we go. Right now in my pretend engineering course, there's a topic for my skyscrapers unit, a topic for my bridges unit, and a topic for my CAD and SketchUp unit. What we're going to do today is create a new topic and put in some media. Now, the whole point about topics is that you can provide your students with supplementary information and media to help them in the learning process of a particular unit. Maybe it's your PowerPoint notes that you've been giving, it's extra documents to read, it's links to videos, PDFs and pictures, anything of that sort. So what we're going to do is create a topic for my electrical engineering unit. But first, it's always a good idea to have your media ready to go. And by that I mean I have a folder on my desktop for my electrical topics media, and I've gathered everything that I'm going to put in my topics folder. This just makes it very easy to just start adding things one at a time. You don't have to go hunting for them while you're trying to build your topic. Gather it ahead of time. So in this folder I have some pictures I'm going to make like a slideshow. I have a PDF I want to share, and I have a PowerPoint of my notes that I want to share. So let's take a look. All right, create the topic. I'm going to call it skip this. Just like we saw over here, we can add a cover photo for our topics. Always a good idea. You want it to be eye-catching and understandable. So I'm going to go browse to desktop, that folder that I just showed you, grab this cool image that I found. There we go. Page layout. You have some options for how you want to lay out your page. If you know what kind of page you want to make and the types of resources you want to provide, maybe one of these other layouts would be good for you. I'm just going to stick with a basic small left side and big middle. Share with class and section. So if you have multiple sections of a particular course, you can make a topic and instantly publish it to those different classes. I only have the one course right now, so it's checked. If you see other sections, you could just hit the checkbox on those, and there you go. It's going to expire never, so I'm never going to work with that. And there we go. So let's go save and add materials. So I click save, and it immediately brings me into the course. But let's go back, and you can kind of see what happened. So I have those three original topics. Here's my electrical engineering topic that I just made. I'm going to click this pencil to go inside and edit it. Now this is very similar to the bulletin board setup. You have an empty workspace here, and this one's been sectioned off into a little column and a big column, just like I said with the layout. And what I'm going to do is from the widget column, the widget menu here, I'm going to drag in some widgets and fill those widgets with content. It's very simple. So let's start with my PowerPoint. My PowerPoint is going to be just a downloadable file. So I'm going to grab a downloadable widget, downloads widget, drag it to the top. So drag file here or select from your computer. Select file. I'm going to take the PowerPoint Electric Basics 1. It's uploading. File, that's the file. Title, I'm going to call it Electricity Basics. Oops. Basic science behind how electricity works. Save. Let's see. Great, downloads, Electricity Basics. So let's go back to topics. Now I'm just going to click on the electrical engineering topic to go inside of it. Very simple, Electricity Basics. This PowerPoint reviews the basic science behind how electricity works. I just click the link and it downloads. Very easy, not much else going on. Let's go back, edit. Let's add a photo gallery. I'm going to create a horizontal line underneath that to kind of create a separation. And let's add some photos. Drag the photo widget underneath the line. Basically creates an album. We'll call this wiring diagrams. Select photos from my computer, select. Let's grab all of them. I'm going to hold down Control on my keyboard to select all of the images that I want. Those 5. Click open. Now I can add a caption to each one if I want. I can choose to delete them if I want. If I maybe uploaded the wrong one. I think it's all good for me for right now. Click Save. So I have a downloads, a line, and my photo album. So let's see what that looks like now. Back to topics. Click on electrical engineering. So I have my electricity basics, that little line for separation. And here's my wiring diagrams album. By clicking on this, it opens up a little window here, and I can slide through the different images I've uploaded. Or I can kind of get some other options here. Okay, let's go back. And back to edit. Now, say I wanted to rearrange how that looked. For example, it looks kind of bare. I have my download up here, my photos, and I have some empty space here. I kind of don't like that. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to move my downloads to the side column, and as I drag it over, that dashed box kind of jumps around to the side. It says I'm going to put it there. I like that a lot better. And I'm going to move my photos to the top. And in fact, let's add a cover brief to the top. And this allows me to write in a sort of message at the top of the title. Use the resources on this page to assist you during electrical engineering. Easy enough. Something simple. Save. Let's go take a look now at what all this looks like. Back to topics. Oh, put that message there, and put that message here. Starting to look a little bit more organized. All right, let's go back. All right, now I'm going to add a new file, a PDF, to this downloads widget. And I do that by clicking the green cross here, the plus button. Select file from my computer. There we go. There's my PDF on measuring electricity. That's fine. How electricity is measured PDF. Let's add a description. This PDF explains how electricity is measured. Let's see what happens. Save. All right, so now I have 2 downloads in this downloads widget. Let's go back and take a look at what's going on. Great. So I have my electricity basics and how electricity is measured PDF. Clicking on them opens them, and the students can see easily that they're right there. Now this is just kind of a brief overview of what can be done with topics. There's a lot of widgets over here that can kind of meet your needs of what kind of things you wanted to embed, whether it be audio, links to other websites, you want to put in more text, you want to put in videos or embeds from certain parts of the internet. All of this is very, very cool and can really go a long way to sharing rich multimedia content for your course.